Welcome to a Nelson Company presentation on Plastic Pallets 101. All the basics in just 10 minutes. You're new to plastic. Let's change that. In this presentation, we will give you a leg up on the lingo, help create a criteria for selecting a pallet, plus show you how to save money. We'll kick things off with some basic plastic pallet anatomy. The top deck is the surface that interfaces with your packaging. Top decks can be open or closed, sometimes called solid top. Moving to the side, two-way entry means there are openings for forklifts or pallet jacks on two opposing sides of the pallet. The more popular option is a four-way pallet, allowing handlers to enter the pallet from all four sides. Next is the bottom deck or understructure for supporting the load above it. Bottom options include 9 feet, 3-runner, and 6-runner. You may also hear this last one called a cruciform base, referring to the cross shape it forms. Here we'll highlight common designs beginning with nestable. Remember that pallet with 9 feet? Those feet are hollow, allowing the pallets to fit snugly, or nest, one on top of the other when not in use. Lightweight nestables save on space and freight. Not to be confused with nestables, stackable pallets are designed to stack one load on top of the next. Bulk bags filled with everything from sand to food additives are often stacked 2 to 3 high, as shown here. Now, if your application includes warehousing and racks, you're looking at rackable plastic pallets. These must be stiff enough to bridge a span in an open rack. The solid construction of one-piece design has no seams, reducing weak points and the potential for cracks. These are easiest to keep clean. Next up, reversible. Virtually identical tops and bottoms, but even though they're always right side up, if you use pallet jacks, this design is not for you. Finally, you may see pallets identified as full perimeter. This means there are rails or supports on all four sides of the base. Think picture frame. There may be a 5th support, or, as shown here, one with 6 rails. Pallets are also manufactured for specialty handling requirements, including fire safety, direct food contact, freezing temperatures, and more. Plastic materials are available as recycled, made from a blend of post-industrial materials, and virgin, unblended resins, often reserved for specialty applications. Let's look at materials commonly found in plastic pallets. ACM, short for Advanced Composite Material, is 100% recycled and comprised of certain polyolefins, the most widely used type of plastic. This material has a lower lifespan, but also a lower price point, making them popular for export. HDPE, or high-density polyethylene, is the most common resin in plastic pallets. This material has all properties most standard applications demand: durability, stiffness, and moisture resistance. HDPE is a great choice for repeated warehouse use. HDPP is high-density polypropylene and often simply identified as PP. PP holds up well to heat and harsh chemicals. It has properties similar to PE, but PP is more rigid, making it an excellent choice for racking when no center support is available. Capacity ratings are important to safety. Dynamic is how much weight the pallet can support while in motion. Think forklifts, pallet jacks, and conveyors. Static is how much weight the pallet can hold at rest. If you are stacking, this refers to the total weight that the bottom pallet can support. Finally, racking capacities refer to the weight a pallet can manage in an unsupported rack. Capacities vary per system, so even if your application meets specs, it's always a good idea to consult with a pallet professional and perform testing before putting a pallet in use. The standard pallet size in North America is 48 by 40 and has been for decades. Let's quickly run through 5 other common sizes. The 48 by 32 Euro pallet is Europe's market leader by a landslide. Technically measuring 1200 by 800 millimeters, this size is often a must-have for shipping into Europe. This 48 by 45 automotive pallet meets standards set for the North American auto industry. The 48 by 45 footprint is also used as a bulk container pallet. Designed to fit super sacks, the US 43 by 43 plastic pallet is a match for the 1100 by 1100 millimeter Asian standard for transporting big bags. The US 45 by 45 is comparable to the chemical industry standard CP9, an 1140 by 1140 millimeter pallet for transporting mostly bags and boxes. The 48 by 48 drum pallet is the second most popular size in the US and is designed to hold 4 55-gallon drums without overhang. We've only just scratched the surface. Nelson Company offers more than 20 sizes of plastic pallets. A competent pallet professional will always ask, where's this pallet going and how? A pallet going one way needs to be tough enough to do the job, but exporting usually does not allow for recovery. Durable and lightweight plastic lets you send it and forget it at the lowest possible cost. Designed for reuse, a multi-trip pallet may be priced higher, but over the lifespan of the pallet, cost per use can often be measured in fractions of a penny. Not bad for an asset that will survive years of rough handling. Speaking of rough handling, no matter how skilled the operator, forklifts and pallet jacks are gonna bang up your pallets. Beyond durability, ask about height profile and side openings to fit your specific conveyor, racking system, or automated palletizer. Finally, testing a pallet may reveal options to consider. These Swiss Army-like add-ons include grommets, non-slip surfaces, stretch wrap hooks, and safety rims, to name a few. Besides sustainability, plastic pallets offer benefits like these. Strong. Use plastic pallets again and again to support heavy loads. ISPM 15 exempt. Free from export requirements, plastic pallets sail through customs. Lightweight. With many options, less than 30 pounds, easily lift plastic pallets by hand and save on freight. Clean. Use a blower to remove dust or get seriously clean by power washing away contaminants. Water resistant. Protect loads from damaging organic growth like mold and mildew. And finally, consistent. Since plastic pallets are manufactured from molds, you can count on uniformity in length and width. Now let's talk money and the 4 ways plastic pallets can help you save. Reduce costs. The headcount on 1 truckload of nestable plastic pallets equals 3 truckloads of traditional pallets. That's huge, especially with volatile fuel and trucking costs. Reuse repeatedly. We can't say it enough. It pays to run the numbers on cost per use. As we mentioned earlier, cost per use can often be measured in fractions of a penny over the useful lifespan of a durable plastic pallet. Recycle. 2 ways. Sell back pallets in usable condition for another user to take a turn, or buy used pallets yourself. Then, when the pallet reaches end of life, get paid for recycling scrap. Return program. When it makes sense, getting your pallets back can save hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes millions. It is business as usual for you. We manage the rest. Let's wrap up by highlighting how Nelson can help. Our expert advice helps customers like you to avoid costly mistakes. Strategic shipping points save money. We have 10 of them in and near major U.S. cities. By keeping popular models in stock, we're better positioned to get you the pallets you need by the truckload or LTL. We've got you covered whether you're looking for new or previously owned plastic pallets. And worth mentioning again, safeguard your pallet investment with our return program. Get help with logistics planning, loading, sorting, tracking, and more. Experience matters, and Nelson Company has over 100 years of it. Our first customer relationship was also our longest. 95 years with Bethlehem Steel. We were witness to the invention of the pallet during the Second World War, and more than 60 years after he joined Nelson, Pete Coltrider's steadfast leadership still inspires us today. With his guidance, the next several decades proved our staying power and drive to always innovate with the introduction of reverse distribution, plastic pallets, our technical center, and more. We know your time is valuable, and we thank you for giving us a few minutes today. If you're ready to start saving with Nelson Company, please request your quote for plastic pallets today.